opening lineup for the Heat. Out in the wings for him, it's Powell and Wiggins. Antetokounmpo out there with Adebayo. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. And for Memphis, Wells is out there with Boozer. Then it's Morant. Then it's Zach Edey. And it's Coward in at the shooting guard. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Giannis against Boozer. Pass to Coward. Just 5 on the clock. They set the pick. Morant with a wide open look. Misses the 3. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Miami. Inside, Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Wells kicks to Boozer. The 3. Hands it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Banked in off the glass.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Kevin, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. Antetokounmpo passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And the quickness of Adebayo is evident, especially when he's using it there on the drive.
Morant outside. Back to Boozer. Pass to Coward. Morant against Mitchell. Now Morant. Back to Boozer. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Powell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. One shot.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Shoots the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
I like that. Give Wiggins something in rhythm, and he knocks it down.
Here's Coward. Back to Morant. Puts it up from 15. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Heat.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Free throw no good for Giannis.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And it's Morant missing. And here's Miami. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And Adebayo throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Edey with a screen on Powell. Here's Coward. Still without a basket. Pass to Edey. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Morant missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Coward. Now here's Wells. Here's Boozer. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Memphis has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Pass to Coward. Sinks the three-pointer.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Powell with it. Higgins outside. Here's Giannis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Giannis has got 8.
D was too focused on Wiggins scoring. Easy give to his teammate.
Pass to Coward. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Mitchell. The Heat leading by 9. Here's Giannis. He's covered by Boozer. From deep, Adebayo kicks it out to Mitchell. No good on the 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Morant looking around. Here's Boozer. Buries it down low. He's got 8.
He took it right to the rack, and there's no one that can stop him.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Outside Boozer. Edey with a screen for Boozer. It's good from long range. Boozer's got 11 points.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Powell. Here's Adebayo. And another basket for Miami.
Exceptional shooter across the floor. Adebayo has a huge presence with the ball.
Boozer passes to Morant. There's the triple. Boozer can't get it to go. Miami leading by 8. Up top, Adebayo. Wiggins dishes to Mitchell. Powell in the high post. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws. Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Powell. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. No good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And that one's good, Morant.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from you.
It's tipped. And Giannis gets it to go. Giannis has got 12 in the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Boozer. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Jerome against Smith. Out to Powell. Shoots. Grizzlies with the rebound.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Pass to Wells. Outside Boozer. Now Edey. Here's Jerome for the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smith against Jerome. Now here's Powell. And the 3 off target. When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the 2nd round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
And Miami has possession. Grizzlies making the shot. Portis kicks to Antetokounmpo. On the clock for 3. Smith. Boozer with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Down low, Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Stewart's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Boozer. G.G. Jackson, he's checked in for Wells. And it's Caldwell Pope in for John Morant. The Heat also changing it up. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Fontecchio's coming in for Powell. Young is subbed in for Smith. And Young kicks to Portis. Portis is screen on Jackson. Outside, Adebayo. Portis in the post. Aldama's there. Nice shot by Portis.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Jerome passes to Aldama. Outside Jackson. There's a screen by Aldama. The tray. Jackson misses. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. It's a three-point game. To the paint. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Adebayo's got 10 points.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
There's a screen by Aldama. Jackson finds Aldama. And here's Stewart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
First one falls for him. And Miami making a change here. Heels checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's Miami now. 3-point lead. Outside, Adebayo. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. From in close, there's Portis. And there's another one for the Heat.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And here's Jackson. He has yet to score. 12 seconds left to play in the first. 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. That shot is off. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Miami. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Portis. He's out there with Fontecchio. And it's Gardner in at the point. To the inside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And the Heat making a change here. Smith is checked in. Free throw good from Aldama. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. but not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Portis can't get it to go.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Smith the pass to Foncecchio. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In last season's numbers, show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops for Foncecchio. Young's checked in for Smith. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's got 12. Baseline try. The shot, no good. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Stewart passes to Aldama. Chalk up 2 there. Aldama's got 5 now.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And Young kicks to Adebayo. Adebayo with this screen on Jackson. Outside Portis. Adebayo down low. Guarded by Stewart. It's blocked. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Outside Jackson. There's a screen by Aldama. The 3. Jackson misses. He'd have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Portis. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Now Jerome hasn't made 1 yet. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jerome. Jackson from long range knocks down the 3 ball. And it's a tie ball game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Outside, Adebayo. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Jackson has the open look, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Larson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Jackson. Stewart, a screen for Jackson. A 3-pointer, no good. Miami trailing. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. Pass to Larson. Heat moving the ball around. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
So both teams making some changes here. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
One shot.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Now here's Morant. He has 5. To the middle. Here's Giannis!
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They trail by 3. Outside Boozer. They set the screen. And again, Memphis no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Adebayo passes to Larson. Bounce pass from Adebayo. Fontecchio. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Instincts and anticipation. Great effort here by Giannis.
Morant outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Larson. Guarded by Morant. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Pass to Boozer. Will it go? The Grizzlies with another miss. Miami leading by 7. Inside. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. With the fadeaway. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name, the Freak.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Coward, guarded by Powell. It's Morant in the corner. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Mitchell. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Boozer's got his 4th rebound in this one. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, John Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Back to you guys.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Now, Adebayo. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. To the inside. Adebayo, good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Trying to get something going. And it's Miami with the rebound. Floats it up for Wiggins. Wells with the steal. Right wing. from downtown. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Boozer.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Wiggins. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Jerome, he's checked in for Memphis. Heat also with the sub. Portis is checked in. Here's Morant. He's got 5. Pass to Jerome. To the left wing. The 19-foot shot. Wiggins with the rebound. The Heat leading by 11. Powell down low. Guarded by Morant. Here's Portis. Kick out to Giannis. Again, the miss by the Heat. Boozer against Giannis. Now here's Boozer. 17 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Portis with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Lays it up off the glass. Portis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat. And the Grizzlies shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Now here's Boozer. It's rebounded by Portis. Miami leading by 13. Pass to Mitchell. Giannis kicks to Powell. His three-pointers off the mark. And for Memphis, they're shooting 40% from the field. Takes it inside and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Grizzlies have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Wells. He doesn't get the second one. The Heat leading by 12. Mitchell passes to Portis. Now Giannis. Stolen by Boozer. They push it up 4 on 3. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Giannis. 20 points for him. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Mitchell. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Pass to Boozer. Now Jerome. Back to Boozer for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Boozer's got 20 points.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Powell, the pass to Mitchell. Morant against Powell. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. With the drive. And that one hits back iron. Here's Boozer. Norman Powell with the rebound. Miami leading by 7. Portis inside the three-point line. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. The Grizzlies shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Mitchell against Jerome. No good from outside. Boozer against Portis. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Wow, Giannis with the strong finish inside.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
14 foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
So it's Miami enjoying a 12-point lead as they, what a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Ellie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, where's your team getting its confidence and energy from in that first half?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of it off our defensive stops, and then once we got into a rhythm, then started to, just make some tough ones, which, sometimes happens when you see the ball go in.
Defense set the tone, though. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment. There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Well, Heat leading by 12. You've got Morant. Wells is out there with Boozer. Then it's Zach Edey. And it's Coward in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Antetokounmpo. That's a 2 from Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Powell's got the lead up to 14 now for Miami.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
To the left side wing. Morant outside. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Boozer. Launches a 3. Rebound by Mitchell. And Miami shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Back to Giannis. Powell, no one around him. Sinks the triple. Powell's got 12.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Here's Edey. He's got 6. Pass to Boozer. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Boozer's got 23.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Here's Coward. Morant with the screen on Powell. Outside Boozer from the arc. And it's Boozer again missing. The Heat leading by 16. Here's Giannis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Coward. And here's Boozer. 23 points in the game. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Edey.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Powell outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Powell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them.
On your feet, fans.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Wells. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 6 on the shot clock. Edey with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Boozer can't get it to go.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. To the paint. Here's Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's sent back by Edey. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
This is what Morant does so well. No one can stay in front of him.
And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Mitchell in the corner. Pass to Adebayo. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And that's 19 points for Bam Adebayo. Now Boozer. 23 points in the game. Morant outside. Boozer with the screen for Morant. Wells in the corner. Here's Boozer. Cranes the three-pointer. Boozer's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Memphis.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And all game long, they worked the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
And the first one drops. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Outside Boozer. And Boozer throws it down hard.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Wiggins. Giannis inside. He's working on Boozer. And that one's good out of Kumbo.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Morant with it, covered by Mitchell. Morant pulleys his way inside.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Richard the Dynamic John Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than John Morant, and I'm coming up short. John doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
It's stolen by Adebayo. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Wells. Now Edey. Now here's Boozer. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here is Antetokounmpo. Into the lane. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
Edey with a screen on Giannis. It's stolen by Adebayo. Powell left side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Powell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Here's Boozer. Morant against Mitchell. To end the run. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Shot from 12. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Here's Boozer. Tries again. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Jerome, he's checked in for Morant.
One shot.
That one misses for Boozer. The Heat leading by 19. And it's Fontecchio in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies shooting here about 46% for the game. Wells finds Jerome. Down low. Here's Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Antetokounmpo against Boozer. Giannis inside. He's got 34. From down in the low post, it goes.
It's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Giannis against Boozer. Edey with a screen for Boozer to the paint. And the dunk by Edey.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Jerome. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Boozer against Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Here's Larson. Still scoreless. Giannis no good. At the elbow, Boozer. Free throw line jump shot, and it's Memphis with another.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Fontecchio. Giannis inside. He's covered by Boozer, and it's Adebayo in the corner. Over Edey. And another basket for Miami.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Edey finds well. Here's Jerome. Wells wide open. And another basket for Memphis.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Teams changing it up here. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. And good that time.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
There's a screen by Aldama. Inside. And Aldama slams it in.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Giannis inside. He's working on Boozer. And Giannis gets it to go.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Morant outside. Pulls up on the wing, and the Grizzlies tack on two more.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Heat. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Heat, Adebayo is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Simone Fontecchio. Then it's Johnson, and it's Larson in at the one spot.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
That's good from Morant.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
They set the pick. Fontecchio passes to Larson. And a miss there on the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Morant. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
As usual, Morant bringing down the house.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Memphis, John Morant. Shooting one.
One shot.
Miami leading by 9. Here's Larson. Johnson in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Morant against Adebayo. In the center of things, Morant.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Pass to Portis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Now here's Morant. Here's Aldama. This one for 3. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Here's Larson. Outside, Adebayo. It's good. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
And he just battles hard in the post. Bam doesn't need a clean look to convert from that range.
Here's Morant. That one goes. Count it. Morant's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Now, here's Johnson. Here's Portis. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Morant with it. Working on Fontecchio. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Morant.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And Memphis making a change here. Boozer's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Larson. Aldama with the ball. Boozer kicks to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Back to Boozer. Over onto Tacumbo. Boozer, no good. The Heat leading by 7. Pass to Adebayo. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Double team on Adebayo. Stolen by Boozer. Morant outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Morant's got 27 points.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Adebayo with a screen for Giannis. Back to Adebayo. And the basket is good. Adebayo's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Outside for Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Up top, Adebayo. Defended by Aldama. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Out left to the wing. Now, Jerome. Back to Boozer. From deep three-point land. And it's Miami with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Larson. And here's Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen on Morant. Giannis outside. Here's Adebayo. Yep, that one goes in there. Adebayo's got 14 points here in the second half.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jerome. Top of the key. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Fader on the way. Basket good. And now a 10-point Heat lead.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Now here's Boozer. Morant outside. Shoots over Fontecchio. And that one's good. Morant. 29 points for Ja Morant.
And if you're wondering what makes Ja so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
And again, it's Bam Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 10.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's Morant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
One shot.
At the line for one, Ja Morant.
That's good from Morant. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. 7-point differential.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
Bam Adebayo at the line for one.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant right side. Pass to Wells. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Powell outside. Giannis inside. He's covered by Boozer. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now Morant. Following Davion Mitchell's three-point attempt. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now here's Powell. A floater. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. For 3, Mitchell. And the 3 ball is good. Mitchell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Morant. Bank shot, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And another turnover here by Memphis.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Boozer against Giannis. Higgins outside. The long shot, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Leaves it in off the window.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Norman first personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for Memphis.
What's up?
One side.
Here's Powell. Antetokounmpo outside. And here is Powell. Launches it. And they recover. Giannis outside. Lets loose a 3. And it misses. The Grizzlies trail by 10. And he gets it, 1 to go.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And the Heat shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Now Powell for 3. And down goes the 3.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Now here's Morant. And the shot goes in.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
There's a minute 40 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Antetokounmpo. Adebayo with this screen on Boozer. Giannis driving to the rim. Strong move off the glass.
And he is no stranger to physical basketball. Adebayo has to deal with plenty of contact down low.
Morant against Mitchell. Wells sets the pick for Boozer. 4 on the clock. Morant fires. The 3 is off. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Miami.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now, here's Adebayo. And he misses the J. Up top, Morant. Covered by Mitchell.
Clearly a foul.
Davion Mitchell. First personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, John Morant. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Well, I'm here with Bam Adebayo. Bam, your energy was felt tonight. How do you dig deep to give your team that boost?
Just sacrificing, just going out there, landing on the line for my teammates, and just going out there and just, playing hard. That's what I do, and, it got contagious.
The hardest part is bringing that every game. Guys, back to you.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Bam.